When the first deep-core scanners pierced the frozen mantle of Pluto, no one expected what they would find beneath its icy crust. Humanity had reached far, spreading colonies across moons and barren planets, yet still considered itself young among the stars. The discovery began as a simple geological survey. A small mining crew, operating under the United Terran Fleet, was searching for rare helium deposits to sustain the growing energy needs of the outer colonies. What their instruments detected instead was a massive hollow cavity, so symmetrical that it could not have been natural. Commander Lewis stood inside the control room of the outpost, staring at the readings in disbelief. The cavity stretched across nearly half the planet's core, but the sensors revealed something else, a metallic lattice of impossible density. Even more alarming, the lattice emitted no radiation, no thermal signature, nothing that would identify it as a known element. It was like a void of engineered perfection buried under the cold shell of a forgotten world. Excavation drones began melting through the crust. Layers of ancient ice and rock gave way until the smooth surface of the structure appeared. It was black, mirror-like, reflecting every light source with unnatural clarity. The crew realized they were not uncovering a ruin or a base, but a vessel. The size of continents, curved edges hinting at thruster arrays that dwarfed mountains. The markings on its hull were worn away by eons, but the surface still looked untouched by time. The moment the last of the ice fell away, every communication system on the base went silent. A pulse of low-frequency energy spread across the solar system. Satellites near Neptune detected it first. Then the signal cascaded through every listening array across human space. No damage occurred, no weapons were activated, yet the pulse carried a message, a tone so deep that even instruments struggled to define it. It resonated like a heartbeat. Within hours, the United Terran Fleet sent their flagship Vigilant Horizon to Pluto's orbit. Scientists, linguists, and strategists filled its decks, eager yet anxious. Theories spread faster than facts. Some believed it to be an ancient alien artifact left by a long-vanished species. Others feared it might be a weapon designed for extinction. But none could explain why it was hidden beneath Pluto, a place untouched since the dawn of Earth's exploration. When the Vigilant Horizons survey team approached the vessel's surface, their suits registered a slight vibration. The pulse had returned, now rhythmic as though reacting to their presence. The closer they drifted toward the hull, the louder it became. Then a line of light traced across the ship's side, thin, precise, and glowing with deep blue radiance. Metal plates began to shift, revealing an entrance large enough to swallow a city. Inside was a cathedral of machinery. Vast corridors of crystalline conduits, rows of massive engines that hummed with restrained power, and symbols engraved along every wall. The ship was inactive, yet its core thrummed with silent energy. No one could decipher its origin, but one truth was clear. It was not alien in the way they expected. The architecture felt strangely familiar. The measurements aligned with human engineering principles, though magnified beyond reason. It was as if whoever built it understood humanity intimately. The discovery spread across every channel. Civilizations beyond human borders took notice. The Galactic Union, a confederation of over 40 species, monitored the event closely. Their ambassadors whispered in their high chambers, concerned by the implications. Humanity had joined their star network only 2 centuries ago, a young and ambitious species known for its unpredictable nature. Now they had unearthed something that even the Union's oldest races could not comprehend. From their distant worlds, the alien observers watched as humanity explored the vessel with fearless curiosity. To them, humans were reckless, children playing with ancient fire. Yet a deeper fear stirred within their councils. If this vessel was truly of human design, then history itself had been built on a lie. Weeks passed before the first breakthrough occurred. Deep inside the ship's command chamber, a console activated, projecting a map of the Milky Way. Thousands of coordinates filled the display, each representing a planet-sized object scattered through the void. The coordinates corresponded to no known stars, yet the markings indicated one thing clearly. They were all connected. The realization spread like wildfire through the fleet. Pluto's buried vessel was only one of many. Soon, exploration teams were dispatched to the nearest coordinate near the Oort cloud. What they found stunned every observer in the galaxy. Another vessel, identical in scale, lay dormant within an asteroid field. Then another, hidden beneath Europa's frozen ocean. Another slumbered within the dark gas clouds of Saturn's orbit. Humanity had unknowingly lived atop the resting places of these titanic machines for centuries. The Galactic Union called an emergency assembly. Their archives contained no mention of such ships, no record of their construction. The oldest of their historians recalled faint legends, rumors of world engines created before the first interstellar empires rose. They had been dismissed as myth, yet here they were, real and silent, now awakening under human hands. Inside the Pluto vessel, Commander Lewis and his team uncovered the ship's central chamber. A circular platform pulsed with faint light, and at its center rested a single sphere of black glass. When touched, it projected an image, a holographic record written in an ancient dialect that none could translate at first. Over days of analysis, patterns emerged. The text was not alien at all. It was proto-human, a forgotten form of language that predated every known civilization on Earth. The message read simply, "We were here before the stars knew names." Shock rippled through every human colony. The idea that an ancient human civilization could have existed before recorded history was beyond comprehension. Yet the evidence was undeniable. DNA traces within the ship's preserved chambers matched human genetics precisely. These vessels had been built by a humanity that predated the known timeline, a civilization so advanced that it created planet-sized ships and then vanished without a trace. As this revelation spread, the Galactic Union's confidence began to waver. For centuries, they had regarded Earth as a newcomer, a species learning to stand among giants. Now it appeared that those giants might have been walking in humanity's shadow all along. Their analysts studied the technological signatures of the vessels and found them to be far beyond anything the Union possessed. The energy reactors alone operated on principles that broke known physics, manipulating gravity and space with elegant precision. Some alien powers proposed immediate intervention. They feared what would happen if humanity reactivated the ships. Others argued that it was already too late. The vessels had begun to awaken on their own. Across the solar system, faint tremors were detected as the colossal structures shifted from dormancy. Space around them distorted slightly, bending light like ripples on water. Within months, the first of the ships rose from its planetary cradle. The event was visible across the system. Cameras captured the moment Pluto's crust cracked apart, releasing the enormous vessel into open space. Its hull glowed with blue luminescence as it slowly ascended, scattering debris like dust. When its engines ignited, the entire planet shook. A gravitational field enveloped it, stabilizing its orbit near Neptune. The ship hovered silently, awaiting command. The Galactic Union sent envoys to plead with humanity to halt further activation. They warned of ancient dangers, of forgotten wars that might have buried these ships for a reason. But Earth's leadership stood firm. Humanity's scientists had uncovered enough data to understand the ships were defensive constructs, designed to protect, not destroy. And more importantly, they recognized a message encoded within their systems, a warning from their ancestors. The message revealed that the ancient humans had not vanished. They had left. They had fled from something. The ships were part of a vast defense network built to stand against a cosmic adversary, one that consumed entire galaxies. It was called only the Silence. The network had been hidden within young star systems, dormant until their descendants rediscovered them. The realization hit every civilization in the galaxy like a storm. The Silence was not a myth. Deep space probes had long detected void zones where galaxies seemed erased, entire clusters missing. Now it all connected. The ancient humans had built these warships to resist that force, and now those ships were stirring once again. As the first vessel fully powered up, the sensors of nearby fleets went blind for minutes. When vision returned, they saw a spectacle unlike anything recorded. The ship's hull unfolded in segments, revealing weapons arrays the size of mountain ranges. Energy readings surpassed every known limit. Yet the ship did not attack. Instead, it transmitted a single message to every listening post across the stars, a phrase in ancient language, translated simply as, "Guardians have returned." The Galactic Union entered chaos. Empires debated whether to align with humanity or prepare for war. But Earth did not seek domination. Instead, they invited observers aboard, showing them the truth of what they had found. The ships were not tools of conquest, but legacies of protection. Their cores were designed to detect the arrival of the Silence, the cosmic devourer that erased civilizations without trace. Still, fear lingered. The balance of power had shifted overnight. Humanity, once viewed as the A,